The annals of history are replete with tales of humanity's struggle to navigate the tempestuous waters of daily life, where the currents of irritation and vexation threaten to sweep us away at every turn. From the cramped confines of public transportation, where the pungent aroma of human perspiration assails the senses, to the grating din of obnoxious chatter that pierces the very soul, these trials and tribulations are an inescapable part of the human experience. Yet, amidst the clamor and the chaos, the ancient wisdom of the Stoic philosophers shines forth like a beacon, illuminating the path to inner peace and equanimity. In their quest to unravel the mysteries of the human condition, the Stoics oft pondered the vexing question of how to engage with those whose behavior proves challenging, nay, even infuriating. From the treacherous relative to the neglectful parent, from the ill-mannered denizen of the public baths to those whose very presence offends the senses, these troublesome individuals have been a thorn in the side of humanity since time immemorial. Yet rather than succumbing to the siren song of anger and resentment, the Stoics sought to cultivate a spirit of forbearance and understanding, recognizing that even the most trying of individuals are but a product of their circumstances and their own inner struggles. Among the most illustrious of these Stoic sages was Epictetus, whose teachings have echoed through the ages, a testament to the enduring power of his philosophy. Born into slavery, Epictetus rose above his humble beginnings to become one of the most influential thinkers of his time, his words a balm to the wounded souls of those who sought solace in his wisdom. It was in the city of Nicopolis, where Epictetus made his home after being exiled from Rome, that he founded a school of philosophy that would shape the minds and hearts of generations to come. At the heart of Epictetus's teachings lay a profound understanding of the nature of human existence and the myriad challenges that beset us at every turn. In his discourses on the trials and tribulations of daily life, he oft turned his attention to the public baths, those great institutions of the Roman Empire, where citizens from all walks of life gathered to cleanse their bodies and their minds. Yet even in these hallowed halls of hygiene, the specter of human folly reared its ugly head as reckless bathers splashed and caroused, heedless of the discomfort they caused to others. Faced with such vexing behavior, Epictetus counseled his students to look beyond the surface, to delve deep into the very essence of their daily activities. Rather than focusing solely on the act of bathing itself, he urged them to cultivate a spirit of calmness and conformity with nature, recognizing that every situation carries with it its own unique challenges and obstacles. By accepting these challenges as an intrinsic part of the human experience, Epictetus argued, we can learn to maintain our composure and emotional control even in the face of the most trying circumstances. This timeless wisdom holds true not only for the public baths of ancient Rome, but for the myriad challenges we face in our own lives, from the daily commute to the trials and tribulations of the workplace. By reflecting on the true nature of these experiences and the inevitable difficulties they entail, we can learn to approach them with a spirit of equanimity and grace, secure in the knowledge that our true worth lies not in the external circumstances of our lives, but in the strength and resilience of our inner selves. In the end, then, the teachings of Epictetus and the Stoics offer us a powerful reminder of the enduring power of the human spirit and the capacity we all possess to rise above the challenges that beset us. By cultivating a spirit of calmness, conformity with nature, and emotional control, we can navigate the tempestuous waters of life with grace and dignity, secure in the knowledge that our true worth lies not in the opinions of others, but in the unshakable foundation of our own inner strength. In the grand tapestry of human history, few figures loom as large as Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king whose reign as Roman emperor was a shining beacon of wisdom and virtue amidst the tumultuous sea of politics and power. As a devout follower of the Stoic path, Marcus Aurelius faced the myriad challenges of leadership with an unwavering commitment to the principles of reason, justice, and self-mastery, navigating the treacherous waters of the imperial court with a steady hand and a clear mind. Yet even for one as wise and enlightened as Marcus Aurelius, the burden of leadership was a heavy one, fraught with trials and tribulations that would test the mettle of even the most stalwart soul. As the most powerful man in the known world, The emperor was beset on all sides by the machinations of the envious and the ambitious, forever at the mercy of those who sought to usurp his throne and claim his power for their own. In the face of such unrelenting pressure, it is a testament to the strength of Marcus Aurelius's character that he remained true to his Stoic ideals, never wavering in his pursuit of wisdom and inner tranquility. To aid him in this noble quest, Marcus Aurelius turned to the power of the written word, pouring his thoughts and reflections into a personal diary that would come to be known as his Meditations. In these pages, the emperor grappled with the great questions of life and human nature, seeking to unravel the mysteries of the universe and the secrets of the human heart. From the nature of resilience in the face of adversity to the true purpose of existence, Marcus Aurelius left no stone unturned in his quest for understanding, and his insights continue to resonate with readers to this day. One of the most pressing concerns that occupied the emperor's mind was the challenge of dealing with difficult people, a perennial thorn in the side of even the most enlightened ruler. Whether contending with the arrogant and the demanding, the unjust and the dishonest, Marcus Aurelius knew all too well the toll that such individuals could take on one's peace of mind and sense of equanimity. Yet, rather than succumbing to frustration or despair, the emperor sought to approach these challenges with the wisdom and compassion of a true Stoic sage. In one particularly illuminating passage, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the problem of body odor, a seemingly trivial matter that nevertheless speaks to the broader challenge of navigating the complexities of human interaction. Rather than recoiling in disgust or annoyance, the emperor urges us to approach such situations with reason and empathy, seeking to understand the root causes of the problem and to offer assistance where possible. By focusing on what we can control, our own reactions and behaviors, rather than dwelling on what we cannot, we can maintain our inner tranquility and respond to life's challenges with grace and equanimity. This spirit of practical wisdom and compassionate understanding is a hallmark of the Stoic approach to life, and it is nowhere more evident than in the teachings of Epictetus, another of the great Stoic sages. Like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus recognized the importance of looking at challenging situations from a different angle, seeking the handle that we can use to carry the weight of our troubles with greater ease and resilience. Whether grappling with the difficulties of a strained relationship or the trials of daily life, Epictetus encourages us to focus on the positive aspects of our circumstances, cultivating a sense of gratitude and perspective that can help us weather even the stormiest of seas. Yet even the most committed Stoic recognizes that there are times when the burden of a toxic relationship or an unbearable situation becomes too much to bear. In such cases, the wise course of action may be to set clear boundaries or even to distance oneself from the source of the negativity, preserving one's own well-being and peace of mind in the face of an untenable situation. This is not a decision to be taken lightly, but rather one that requires careful reflection and a deep commitment to one's own values and principles. Ultimately, the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus remind us that we are the authors of our own destiny, possessed of an innate power to choose how we respond to the challenges and vicissitudes of life. By cultivating a spirit of reason, empathy, and self-mastery, we can navigate even the most turbulent waters with grace and equanimity, secure in the knowledge that our true worth lies not in the opinions of others, but in the unshakable foundation of our own inner strength. It is this message of hope and resilience that continues to inspire and uplift us to this day, a timeless testament to the enduring power of the Stoic spirit. In the grand tapestry of life, we are all confronted with moments of profound choice, crossroads at which we must decide whether to endure the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune or to take arms against a sea of troubles and, by opposing, end them. For those who walk the path of Stoicism, this choice is not a matter of mere caprice or whimsy, but rather a sacred duty, a calling to live in accordance with the dictates of reason and virtue, no matter how steep the climb or how fierce the opposition. When faced with the toxic influence of a family member, a poisonous presence that threatens to erode the very foundations of our well-being and peace of mind, the Stoic recognizes that the decision to distance oneself is not a mark of weakness or cowardice, but rather a powerful assertion of self-respect and an acknowledgement of one's own inherent worth. It is a declaration to the world that we will not be defined by the actions of others, that we will not allow the darkness of another's soul to extinguish the light of our own. In making this choice, the Stoic embodies the very essence of the philosophy, recognizing that true power lies not in the ability to control external circumstances, but in the mastery of one's own mind and heart. By focusing on what lies within our sphere of influence, on the thoughts and actions that we alone can govern, we liberate ourselves from the tyranny of the external world and claim our birthright as the architects of our own destiny. Yet, even as we assert our autonomy and chart our own course, the Stoic understands that the path of virtue is not a solitary one, that we are all interconnected in the great web of life, bound by the ties of our common humanity. When confronted with those who would seek to do us harm, whether through malice or ignorance, the Stoic does not respond in kind, does not sink to the level of petty revenge or bitter resentment. Instead, the Stoic rises above the fray, choosing to meet adversity with compassion and understanding, recognizing that even the most challenging of individuals are themselves the products of their own struggles and limitations. By responding with grace and equanimity, the Stoic not only preserves their own inner peace, but also holds open the door to healing and reconciliation, to the possibility of transformation and growth. This is not to say that the Stoic is a doormat, a passive observer of life's injustices and cruelties. On the contrary, the Stoic is a warrior of the spirit, a champion of truth and justice who is willing to stand firm in the face of adversity and to speak out against the wrongs of the world. But even in the heat of battle, the Stoic remains true to their principles, guided by the light of reason and the dictates of their own conscience. In the end, the path of the Stoic is a path of liberation, a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery that leads to a life of purpose and meaning. By embracing the challenges of life as opportunities for growth and transformation, by recognizing that true happiness lies not in the fleeting pleasures of the external world, but in the cultivation of virtue and wisdom, the Stoic becomes a beacon of hope and inspiration, a living testament to the power of the human spirit. So let us all take heart from the example of the Stoics. Let us embrace the challenges of life with courage and grace, secure in the knowledge that our true worth lies not in the opinions of others, but in the unshakable foundation of our own inner strength. Let us walk the path of virtue and wisdom, ever mindful of the words of the great Marcus Aurelius, who reminds us that the only true happiness is to live in accordance with nature and reason, to be free from the tyranny of the passions and the opinions of others, to do what is right, and to live in harmony with oneself and with the universe. In this, let us find the strength to endure, to persevere, and to triumph no matter what trials and tribulations the world may throw our way. For in the end, it is not the destination that matters, but the journey itself, the daily practice of living in accordance with our highest ideals and aspirations, the constant striving towards a life of meaning and purpose. May we all find the courage to walk this path, to embrace our destiny as the authors of our own story, and to leave the world a better place than we found it, one small act of kindness and compassion at a time.